for 3 5-minute rounds of Vila Taylor. Your first fighter making his way to the scale back in the Bellator cage from Stockton, California, Chris Avila. On the scale officially, 156 pounds even, 156 for Avila. And now his opponent back in the Bellator cage by way of San Bernardino, California, pardon me, by way of Long Beach from Alameda, California. Please welcome Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor. $154.6 pounds, 154.6 for Taylor. Next up, set for 3 5-minute rounds at a contract weight of 180 pounds. Millender versus Murrietta. First fighter making his way to the scale from Fontana, California. He's 8-3 as a professional. Moses Motown Murrietta. $179.5 pounds for Murrietta. And now his opponent returning to the Bellator cage by way of San Bernardino. He fights out of Fullerton, California. Please welcome Curtis Millender. $178.8 pounds for Millender. Next up on the prelims, live on Dazn, it'll be featherweight, set for 3 5-minute rounds. First up, fighting out of Orange, California. Please welcome Mario Handsome Navarro. On the scale, officially 146 pounds even, 146 for Navarro. And now his opponent, fighting out of San Diego, California, by way of Auckland, New Zealand, back in the Bellator cage, undefeated, the Maori Kid, JJ Wilson. (4-0 as a professional, 3-0 inside the Bellator cage. His weight officially the same, 146 pounds even for Wilson. Next up, we'll stay in the featherweight division. Again, 3 5-minute rounds. Your first fighter out of Hollywood, California, by way of Iraq. Back in the Bellator cage, please welcome Adel Kiyovishin Altamimi. On the scale officially, 146 pounds even, 146 for Altamimi. And now his opponent by way of Hollywood, Florida. He fights out of Stockton, California. Please welcome AJ Lehao Agazan. On the scale officially, 145.4, 145.4 pounds for Agazan. Next matchup, live on Dazn. The prelim card will stay in the featherweight division. Again, 3 5-minute rounds. It'll be PICO versus CAREY. First fighter up by way of Oakland, California, fighting out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. As a professional, he stands at 7-3. Please welcome Daniel "Scary" CAREY. 144.9 pounds, 144.9 for CAREY. And now his opponent, by way of Whittier, California, fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Please welcome Aaron PICO. PICO on the scale officially, 145.8 pounds, 145.8. Next up on the prelim card, we'll go to a contract weight, 160 pounds, set for 3 5-minute rounds. Bender, Jones, first fighter, making his way to this scale from Long Beach, California, 9-5 as a professional. Please welcome Joshua Jones. £160 even for Jones, 160. And now his opponent fighting out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Please welcome Brandon Bender. Two and one in the Bellator cage as a professional overall. 12 victories, just that one defeat on the scale. Bender, 159.3, 159.3 pounds. And your next matchup on the prelim card, it'll be lightweights, Seychelles Clark. First fighter to the scale, fighting out of Los Angeles, California. As a pro, he stands at 14-9. Please welcome to the scale, Dominic Clark. For his second fight in the Bellator cage, officially 155.1, 155.1 pounds. And now his opponent making his Bellator debut, 8-2 as a professional, fighting out of São Bernardo do Campo, Brazil. Please welcome Ricardo Sasquatch Seixas. 155.6, 155.6. And now for the final prelim live on Dazn, we'll go back to the featherweight division, Bartovich Connor. First fighter making his way to the scale from Upland, California in his pro debut. Please welcome JARETT Connor. Officially 146 pounds even for Connor. And now his opponent fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, making his professional debut. Please welcome El Tigre, Tony Barkovich. $144.5, 144.5 pounds for Barkovich. And there's your prelim card tomorrow night live on Dazn. Again, 4:30 local time, 7:30 Eastern time for the prelims. And now we go to the 6-fight main card for Bellator 238, Bud vs. Cyborg. Live on Dazn tomorrow night from the iconic forum. It'll get underway at 7 p.m. local time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Again, a 6-fight main card will start with your first fight on the main card. It'll be a matchup in the strawweight division. It'll be Knight versus King. Your first fighter making her way to the scale in her Bellator debut. She fights out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Emily King. On the scale officially, 115.2, 115.2 pounds for King. And now her opponent, returning to the Bellator cage in her second professional MMA contest, a world champion professional boxer, 1-0 as an MMA fighter. Please welcome back AVA KNIGHT. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, by way of Las Vegas, Nevada. Team Unbreakable, Mr. Glazer, Randy Couture. The staff is with us on the scale. Knight at 114.5. 114.5 pounds for Knight. On to the second fight, live on Dazn for the main card tomorrow night. Welterweight set for 3 5-minute rounds. It'll be Daniels versus King. First fighter making his way to the scale, also fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee for a reason. Making his Bellator debut, 8-5 overall. Please welcome the Asian Persuasion, Jason King. Husband to Emily King. On the scale, the husband and wife team, main card, his weight 169.7. 169.7 for King. And now his opponent, fighting out of Orange, California, the reigning Bellator kickboxing world champion. Back in the MMA cage where he stands 1-1. Please welcome the human highlight reel, Raymond, the real deal, hey, Daniel. $169.8. 169.8 pounds for Daniels. Next up, your third fight on the main card for Bellator 238 Bantamweight division. It'll be Pettis and Kashakian. First fighter making his way to the scale from Glendale, California, making his Bellator debut. Please welcome the fearless Alfred Kashakian. On the scale, officially 135.9. 135.9 pounds. And now his opponent, also making his Bellator debut. The veteran brings 18 professional victories, 5 defeats, fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please welcome SERGIO PETTIS. Officially 135 pounds even. 135 for Pettis. And for an evening that features many of the world's best featherweights, we'll go back now to the featherweight division. The matchup, CORRALES, Archuleta. First fighter making his way to the scale, fighting out of Venice Beach, California. Please welcome Juan, the Spaniard, Archuleta. Coming off his world title challenge, his only loss inside the Bellator cage, where he's 5-1 overall as a professional, 23 professional victories, just 2 defeats. The Spaniard on the scale, 145.5, 145.5 pounds for Archuleta. And now, one of the toughest featherweights in Bellator. He's fought nearly all of the featherweight division. He's back once again from La Mirada, California. Please welcome Henry "OK" CORRALES. As a professional, 17 victories, 4 defeats. Having finished 13 of those 17 wins, 7 by knockout, 6 by submission. On the scale, CORRALES 145.3, 145.3 pounds for CORRALES.
Okay, guys, good luck, man. You guys all let's see, come on in, huh? Okay, guys, keep it clean. Don't put your head on that helmet there. Okay, face the crowd, guys. Face the crowd. Face the crowd. All right, guys. Good luck. See you guys tomorrow. Good luck.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the co-main event of the evening, the quarterfinal round in Bellator's Featherweight World Grand Prix. The Wolf and the Kid set for 5 rounds.
The bracket is locked, loaded, and ready to launch. Undefeated Adam Borch.
I am looking always for the finish.
Battles Darion Caldwell.
I know you've heard this, pump. Come and get some.
Not just a win.
It don't matter, I'm running through.
Pure dominance.
But beat your ass too.
Darion Caldwell. Oh my God! Adam Borch. And that flying knee, he does it again.
We just getting started, bro.
It's tight, Mike. And it's all over. Wow.
And now we introduce first the blue corner, originally from Hungary, now fighting out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Please welcome the undefeated Kid Adam Borich. As a professional, 14 victories, no defeats. 5 of those victories inside the Bellator cage. He's got 10 finishes to his credit, 4 by knockout, 6 by way of submission, advancing in the opening round with the second round TKO finish. And now on the scale, 144.9, 144.9 pounds. And now his opponent, the former Bellator Bantamweight World Champion, moving back up to featherweight, having advanced now in the quarterfinal round. Please welcome from Rahway, New Jersey, the Wolf, Darion Caldwell. As a professional, 14 victories, just 3 defeats, 11-2 inside the Bellator cage. 7 finishes to his credit. His official weight, 144.6. 144.6 for Caldwell.
Okay, we're gonna scoot it back a little bit. We're gonna scoot it back a little bit. Watch your shoes, watch your shoes, watch your shoes. Okay, guys, right in the middle. Keep it clean, gentlemen. Okay, face the cameras, guys, face the cameras. Good luck, guys. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for, set for 5 rounds or less. The Bellator Featherweight World Championship, BUDO versus Cyborg.
Look at the eyes of Julia Budd. She is on the hunt right now.
Here we go.
Julia Budd can beat anyone.
Truly dominant performance from a world champion in her prime.
And it's all over. Julia Budd.
And Julia Budd smiles, for there are no worlds left to conquer.
Welcome to Bellator, Chris Cyborg Justino. I'm here at Bellator because I want to make a history. I want to be the only woman holding 4 different titles in different organizations. My plan in Bellator is to be world champion.
The title is on the line.
One thing, I feel like Cyborg is already looking past me. A lot of people have looked past me, and it's never done them well. This is my belt, this is my home, and I'm super proud to be the face of the 145-pound division.
Is a scary champ right there.
This is the perfect time for me to face Cris Cyborg because I'm at the absolute best of my career.
Every fight is important for me. I like to be violent. I like to finish the fight soon I can and put a lot of pressure on my opponent.
Oh my God!
I'm not afraid. Cyborg uses intimidation and fear on her opponents, and a lot of the girls that get in there are broken before the fight even starts. But it's not going to help her with me.
You know, all the time when I step in the cage of my opponent, I'm not worried about what she's going to do. I'm worried about what I'm going to do.
I've definitely prepared for the best, toughest, hardest fight I'm ever going to be placed in, but I believe in every aspect of my game, and I'm here to show it.
This is the good thing. And the nice when the girls come 110%. This means we're going to make it the best fight tonight.
Win against Cyborg does a lot for my legacy. She's proved herself. Why not fight the best since she is the best?
Julia, I hope you're training really hard. I know it's 8 years undefeated, but I'm going to make the hardest fight for you.
Win against Cyborg says that I am the absolute best 145er in the entire world. I can't wait.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former 3-time featherweight world champion from Curitiba, Brazil, making her Bellator debut, Cris Cyborg. The challenger on the scale, officially 143.8, 143.8 pounds.
I'm here with Cris Cyborg. Cris, in 2009, you won your first world title fighting for Strikeforce and Scott Coker. Then you won the Invicta title, you won the UFC title. What does it mean to you as a person, as a fighter, coming here trying to win your 4th world title against Julia Budd tomorrow?
And I say thank you for everyone coming here for watching me. Thanks for everything. You know, fight you more for the title, and to get that title for me is you never quit. That's it. For all my fans, never quit. Doesn't matter where you're at now, never quit. Keep going, because this is what it means for me.
Sounds good to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Cris Cyborg.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, she's undefeated at 7-0 inside the Bellator cage, her 4th defense of the title. Please welcome the reigning and defending Bellator featherweight world champion, Julia the Jewel Budd. Hailing from and fighting out of Port Moody, British Columbia, Canada, the champion on the scale, 144.5 pounds, 144.5 pounds for the champ.
I'm here with Julia Budd. Julia, you and I talked yesterday. We talked about this being 10 years in the making, this fight. You were first, and your first fight they offered you, Cris, and you said, nope, this is not the right time. Tell me why now, 10 years later, this is the perfect time for you.
It's the only time. This is the perfect time, tomorrow night. So make sure you guys tune in. I'm going to put on the best performance of my life.
Sounds great to me. Ladies and gentlemen, the champ, Julia Budd.
Face the crowd, face the crowd. Face the crowd, ladies. Julia, here you go.
Tomorrow night live on Dazn, the main event, 5 rounds or less. For Bellator Gold, the champ Bud, the challenger Cyborg. Bellator 238, the main card, once again kicks off at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock local here on the West Coast. The prelims, of course, live on Dazn. Start time 4:30 local, 7:30 Eastern Time. Thank you for joining us here at the weigh-in show. We'll see you tomorrow night live on Dazn.